All right, today we're out at Polo Park here with this beautiful group of people, and Johnny here. He was just out with us here, and Johnny, what just happened?
We stopped and talked to some guys sitting in the benches, and we asked if we could show them some cool things, and we checked their leg length, or we first showed them the napkin trick with this guy. He was a boxer and he had a lot of tension and stiff muscles, and so we did this thing with a napkin where someone blew on it and he took it in his hand, and his stiffness and the soreness in his muscles just disappeared radically. And another guy, we checked his leg length. We lifted up his feet, and his one leg was actually a good 3/4 inch longer than the other one. So I commanded the leg to grow back. First of all, I asked him whether he wanted to be shorter or longer. So he said he'd rather be taller. Commanded the leg to grow back, and it grew back right in front of my eyes. Like, it came out 3/4 of an inch, and I've never seen something like that before. It was just awesome. It's amazing.
The guy who's a boxer, right? Before we did this, other guys, right, we asked him if we could try and grow out his leg.
Oh, right.
And his legs were completely even, weren't they?
They were even, yeah.
Yeah. And so after we did that, it took about a minute or two, and we grew it out about an inch.
Right.
So he was one leg longer by an inch.
Yeah.
And so then we told him to stand up, and he felt a little bit crooked.
Yeah, I felt a little lopsided.
And then I just blew on it, and it went back.
That's right.
And
that
so
was awesome.
then there was because his friend, who's actually a Christian, wanted to see, asked him if he wanted to see a miracle, and he said, "Yeah, sure." So
yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yes.
Okay, who else is here? Marilyn, you also did something. What did you do?
I punched up a napkin and had a lady blow on it and put it in somebody's hand because she had pain in her back, lower back. And then then I put my hands like this over her hand, and she didn't really feel anything except for a little bit of heat. And then I put her hand on her shoulder. She could feel heat coming out of this hand, and then put my hand on her lower back, and then commanded the pain to go in Jesus' name, and then it left.
Awesome. And here's Jackson. What happened with you today, Jackson?
I was praying for people here. I prayed for this man. He was a boxer. He was boxing like for years, and then he had something wrong in his arms, and then we prayed over that, and then he said it felt a bit better, and then that's what we did.
And you also did a guy who had his pain in his shoulder from arthritis, right?
Yes.
Remember that guy? Yeah, and all his pain left? Mm-hmm. He was the big guy with the pain in his shoulder? Yeah, awesome. All right. How about you? Do you remember what happened with the people you prayed for?
Yeah, I think the guy that I prayed for, he had shoulder pain, and he had the napkin in his hand, and I just put my hands over his hand, and he said he felt like a heartbeat in there, and he could feel it getting warm, and then I put my hand over his shoulder like that, and then he could feel the heartbeat there all as well, and she said the pain was totally gone. That was really amazing.
Awesome. And your one other sister here. Do you remember what happened when you approached somebody?
Yeah, there was this woman with arthritis in her hand, and she had bad joint pain. And then we just commanded the pain to leave, and then it left her, and she said she could feel this hot sensation in her hand, and I could feel it too on top and underneath. It was really hot, and the pain left her. It was awesome.
Cool. Awesome. All right, well, hey, that's about it for here at Polo Park today. And we just had an amazing time. And just amazing that how God can use anybody. And you don't even necessarily have to pray. You just have to have the intent when people have pain to heal them. And God will do the rest. And, feel free to come out with us sometime. It's an awesome, great time. There's no pressure. You don't even have to say anything. You can just hang out.